Oh yeah. Look. Never been in jail, stand behind my bars, get up off my wave, what to make the charge, flower medicine, get it by the jar, living out your dreams, you can't sleep at all, and I got a job, working overtime, getting underpaid, never stop the grind, and I don't complain, I just keep on trying, wake up every day, thank God I'm alive. That's why I'm flexing like Razor Ramon. Just booked the ticket to Europe for fun. I network and doubling up on my funds. Come back connected like Trump. Spending my money I dump. Ballin' like I was a mom. Yo, chickens looking at my jug. Might have to hit it and run. I got room in the coupe for just one more. I'm so lonely. About to cop me a coupe with just one door.
Hi and welcome to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. On this edition, I'm gonna show you how I pass the number 2 up top with the magic clip, the cordless magic clip. Nice tight fade. I'm gonna shave the face with the electric shaver, the Series 9. Also how to shape the eyebrows too. This guard that I'm using, Speed Zero Guide. You can find them on Amazon, eBay, or any beauty supply. What I like about this guard, there's a lot of stuff to it. The wall has the own, but it's bulky, too bulky and too big, and it has less teeth. This one got a lot of teeth, and this one is more compressed. And the metal piece in the back to click to the to the machine is more secure than any other guards. And then, like I said, it has more teeth. This one has like 9 teeth compared to the other ones that have like 6. It makes it different. It really does. The more teeth, the more it grabs the hair better. And especially with the magic clip, with the stagger teeth, it just does it perfect. It doesn't pull. It definitely cuts more. It grabs more of the hair. And it's definitely something that you gotta try to understand what I'm preaching, what I'm saying. But just because it's a number 2 up top, that doesn't mean, like do it real quick. I mean, if you want to do it real quick, that's cool, but I don't recommend it. Take your time. There's no rush. You wanna get quality. You wanna give quality than quantity. The quality will bring more quantity. You know what I mean? In due time. Just, make sure that every part is taken care right. You know what I mean? You don't miss no hair, no spots. You don't leave no hair longer than other. Like I always said in my videos, there's a lot of barbers out there, and now with the YouTube era and Instagram and all the social media, they put in their work, the work, respect to them. And it's not easy, you know what I mean? Just to cut hair and also record and edit and talk about it. So I just hope that you guys understand, I speak 2 languages, so it's kind of a little bit difficult if you hear a big accent of my English. I hope you understand, that it's not easy. But I'm trying to give the most information that I can in Spanish and English. And as you could tell, I'm passing number 2 as it is right now. I'm passing number 2, and yeah, I like it. It's definitely I like barbershop. The barbershop, I like the cutting hair because I like the way how I make people look and feel. You know what I mean? And I take pride on what I do. So I hope that you do the same thing. Right now I'm using the magic clip with the level close, and we're gonna pass it in the side. You can pass the trimmer or whatever trimmer you have. I never claim that my wave is the only way, but what I do is that I do show what it works for me, what makes my job easy for me. Right now I'm using guard number 116 and with the level close, and I'm passing it right to left, left to right. This friend of mine here, this client, he comes every other Sunday. Real cool kid, I appreciate you, Skylar, if you're watching this or listening this. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you letting me record. you know, I have a lot of clients, but not all of them let me record them. So, you know, I thank you, Skylar, for letting me record you. Right now I'm jumping to the guard number 1, the 1/8 with the level open, and we're gonna pass it in that area right there. Notice how I pass it right to left. Now I close it a little bit, and I pass it again a couple of times. Notice my stroke. Notice how I brush it. You know what I mean? I brush it every time I pass. You know, like I'm passing it there. Right after, once I finish, you know, like I'm gonna pass the brush. You gotta pass it. It's gonna the hair is gonna show you. You know, there's that dark spot right there that I'm trying to take off. So right now, once I finish passing that, I put back the 116, and now I'm going a little higher in that area right there. Eventually, you know, I'm still passing it right there because I see the shadow right there and a little bit right there. Now I open it a little bit. Another trick is in the level. So right now I got no guards. It's the half, but I closed it a little bit, not completely. If you notice, the blade is not completely closed. But notice how I pass it right in the line right there, because I already have a measurement of, you know, I don't want to blend it in too much with the zero, because the zero with a zero will raise the fade, the line, the guideline. So you got to know the levels. Once you know the level, you get the level packed down, and you get, you know, little by little. Another thing, the lever on the side of the machine, you know, you could close it maybe 2-3 times before you could close it all the way in, or you could open it all the way in. You see right there, I have it all the way closed, right? And I make the next level just like I did on the side. All right, now level closed, and then I put guard 16, and right away we're gonna take the line that the magic clip with the level closed did, and he's gonna build another another line, or another bulky. We're gonna take it with the 116 or level open, and notice how it take it right away, but it's gonna have some line and some shadow right top, and you kind of go a little higher, but you lift it up. Now we close the level and we go lower to focus on trying to get the shadow in the bottom, right? And then that level right there, we're gonna pass it, and the it's gonna be like a C motion. You know, you kind of like lifting it. You don't want to press it to go in to go higher, but you just want to, you know, the word fade in, you know, to fade out. And in this position, the way that I'm saying it is like fade out. And as you could tell, I'm going from right to left, left to right. And notice that I'm only doing pieces. You know, I did the side, now I'm in the back. I'm using guard number 1 now. See, level little. You see how I closed a little bit, but not completely. And then I go from left to right. Note the stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Boom. And notice how I do it again. 1, 2, 3, boom, brush. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5. You know, not counting. It's not the minute. It's just I want you to get the attention how much I'm passionate, how much I'm passionate. Now I jump to the 116 and level close, and we're gonna pass it in that area where we see that there's still lines and there's still shadow, and that's what is, you know. Now I open the level, and in that part up there, obviously there's that level that it goes. So as I go higher, I open the level, and then, you know, it's gonna pull my attention. You know, eventually when I clean that line down in the bottom, see what I did. No guards, and I closed the level, but not completely closed, because remember we did it with the level closed. So right now we took a little bit of the level to erase that line, but not completely zero, because then if you do the zero with zero, you just gonna erase. You're just gonna make it higher, the fade. So see, now I close a little bit, and then I tackle the line that it print first. You see what I'm saying? And now I'll open the level. I did it with my right hand. This time what I used my left hand. Now I'm gonna use guard number 2, and we level close, and we're gonna pass it in that area because that's the one that we pass anyway at top. But just to be safe, instead of passing 1.5, which I could, I go first, with the 2, just to even if it doesn't do nothing, you rather go safe than sorry. Right now we're using guard number 1, and then level open, so that's 1.5, right? And that's the next level step down, and you're gonna wait. You're gonna pass it in that area. Notice that I don't go so high, but I stick where the shadow is, with that part right there where you see all the shadow right there, and that's where we're gonna work with, right there. We're gonna keep it right there. Close the level, do it again, and you're gonna pass it. It's not just one time. You gotta pass it over and over. Over here, I close the level, the no guards, and I close it completely closed, and I go even lower, and I pass it many times, right to left, left to right, and then when I start seeing some shadow that is, then I lift it up. I use the corners too. This is the bolding. This is the blade that I'm saying, and I put it into the senior. Notice the teeth. It's just like a trimmer, like a GTX or not a detailer. It has a level, but don't open it. Just keep it closed, because the bolding, the actual machine, doesn't have no level, because it's just it's strictly to keep it nice and bold, to clean, to make it real nice and bold. You know what I mean? And so that way you don't have to use the GTX or you trimmers to do the side. And then on top of it, the blade is a lot wider, so it makes everything more. It will clean it more faster than a trimmer. The blade is a lot smaller. Like I said, we pass the 116. Now we're gonna open the level, and that's the 116.5, and we're gonna take that line right away. Now while opening completely, see, that's like 3-step: 0, semi half, and half. With the guard, obviously the 116. Then I close a little bit, back down, and I go lower. See, now I'm going with the 1 level close, but then I close it in between it, and we're gonna pass the whole blade even, or the whole clip even, not just corner, unless if I see something that it needs just a tiny bit, then that's when I start using the corner. But as of right now, I'm using the whole clip, the whole guard, nice flat straight, a level close. Now level open, and we're gonna pass it in that area where I just pointed, and we're gonna pass it right to left. You know what I mean? It may look like, Jeff, to me it's already like blending in at top. I don't know why you see it, but look, I'm still closing it. I'm still trying to look for more details. I'm trying to get it more blend in. And it's something that is gonna bother you. You wanna give the best when you really good, and you wanna be really good, and you wanna determine, and then you keep working, then you keep putting it. And right now, see, now I'm using the 116 level close. Then I close the level now. Then I pass it right there, and it's something that is gonna bother you, but it's in a good way, because you wanted to perfect it. You've seen so many other barbers out there that are really good, that you want to kind of like, you don't want to be left behind. You know what I mean? Now that you will, but if you work, that in order to do that, to give the good quality work, it takes time. That some people don't show you exactly what it takes. Some people tell me, Jeffrey, you make the videos too long, way too long. Why don't you just make it in 15 minutes? I can't. I have to show you exactly what it takes. You know what I mean? People just think that it's easy. It could be easy, but it's hard work and dedication and a lot of sacrifices. Right now I'm using the half semi close, and now I'm using the trimmer, the detailer. You could use a GTX or Andy Slimline or whatever trimmer you have. I went back to this one because I feel like the blade with the rotary engine, it definitely cleans pretty good. It doesn't get stuck, especially just to do shape. I know when I'm shaving or I'm trying to bring down hair, it definitely does get stuck. But when I'm doing shape ups like this or lineups like this machine is just on point. And this, compared to the GTX, like if you pass it into some hair, sometimes it gets stuck and then doesn't want to cut, and the blade get all messed up inside, and it's a headache. So I do like the GTX and my favorite, but at the same time, it's a headache. So, but with this one on 2013 when it came out, I used it and I fall in love with it. But then I start using everything cordless, the Andy Slim line, and those are pretty good too. But I feel like, you know, I need something that is still sharp, powerful, and especially with cord, still I cannot let it go that trimmer because it's still one hell of a trimmer. Right now, I'm using, like I said, the senior cordless, but with the blade bolding. Now I'm gonna start. It goes a lot tighter than the Magic Clip, so that's the next level down. And when I do that, notice how fast we already passing it. Not only that, one thing when you use the bolding, the machine, or if you want to put the blade, the bolding blade in the machine, one thing you're gonna notice, the engine is so powerful, and with a wider and bigger blade, you're gonna cut a lot quicker. If you're looking for to be quicker or cut hair more quicker, this is one of the solutions. This is one of the technique. Not only that, you're gonna save your trimmers. So let's say if you have a GTX and you would have tried to done this, you could do it. But most of the time, there's time that the one little simple chunk of hair will mess up your trimmer, and then next thing you know, you gotta take the trimmer down, and sometimes you make it worse, and it will never turn the same trimmer again. So that's why I don't like to use trimmer, especially to do this. Especially when I have this type of blade put on, and now I made it cordless. You know what I mean? But if you still want a good bolding with cord, then you could get the machine too. It's called bolding, the wall bolding. I don't worry to get it too tight, but since I'm very picky and I like to be real thorough with everything, I keep passing it until I don't see until I see that it's nice and tight. But at the same time, it's gonna get even tighter when I pass the electric shaver. And this all are suggestion by the client. This is what the client always asks me to do. Jeff, give me number 2 at top with the nice tight fade and shave the beard. This time that I shape the beard on him. I leave the beard and do the eyebrows. So that's another thing that I wanna always make sure that I said and keep it real. Make sure you give what the client asks, not what you want. You know what I mean? You want them to come back, just make sure you give them exactly, you know what I mean, what he says. 2, if it's a 2 and a 0, then give 2 and a 0. Don't go and pass 0 all around and box it out and say, no, yeah, that looks good on you, it's better for you. No, because you're not following instruction, you're not following order. You got to follow orders. And also, be very respectful. Be a barber they could count. Be a barber that clients could count. When you early in the morning or even in the late or at the last minute, you got an appointment that you could make it. You know what I mean? This is the electric shaver. See, this hat you could put it down, and then that when I put it down like that, I'm gonna show you in a minute. See, the whole like that, I could use it will shave everything, the surface completely. But when I put it down like that, it only touch that. Those 2 other blades won't touch the top, so that's good. Those 2 blades will not touch, but that one will touch only that part right there. So the other 2 blades will not touch and make a line into your face. That's one thing that I like about this shaver. Another thing that it will charge. Now I put it flat, so I could use the whole blade, 2 blades or the 3 blades completely in the surface. But notice I don't go higher than right there. See, now I'm using it flat, even. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, this electric shaver, it is a little expensive, but it's worth every penny. To me, I don't see price no more, especially if it's gonna make my job a lot easier and faster. And I don't have to spend so much on buying the head of the shaver with the wall in the Pro in the Andes. There was time that every 2 weeks or month I had to spend money to which I didn't mind, but it was just a headache of constantly buying, and going out of my way, which I don't mind. But with this, I bought it like almost a year ago, and I haven't changed the top. Not only that, this machine, you put the head in the station, and I automatically will charge. You don't have to plug it in. And it will automatically clean itself. It will notice if it needs to clean itself. If it needs to be clean, you hit a button, and it will sanitize and watch itself while it's charging. And I'm gonna show you how good of it is and how tight it gets. Look, I haven't even passed the machine here on his beard, and I'm gonna show you. Look, one thing I'm gonna show you. See how I'm using just that corner? I'm just using it for that section right there, so I don't have to sacrifice using the whole blade touching the up there. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you how nice and powerful in this machine, how close could shave. Look, I haven't used the machine, the trimmer, or anything in his face. Watch this. Watch. It's gonna be. It has a lot of hair. With this, you cannot do this with the wall or the Andes. You cannot do this. You have to first bring it down with a trimmer and then shave it. No, not with this one. This is the shaving cream that I use. My favorite one, Bum Pro. I recommend it. It's a medicated menthol formula shaving cream, pre-shaving cream. And it definitely, to me, works. It does wonders. It does magic. It smells excellent. It smells like winter fresh. It definitely, once you put it, your whole face feels nice and refreshing and cool. This is the Black Widow. Shout out to Will Ocasio and the guys, Barbers Are Tools. Black Widow, the blade. And I'm going to put it using also the Black Widow, the razor holder with the blade in conjunction. These two together, definitely they work very, very good. Black Widow makes good product. I stand on it. I definitely recommend it. And yes, I have them laying down. Look at how nice and sharp. See, even though I didn't use the trimmer to make those lines there because the hair is too short, and the trimmer will not get it. That's why I don't mind wearing if my trimmers doesn't hit or they're really sharp, because I don't want my client to be uncomfortable. I want my client to be comfortable and not worry that my trimmers irritate them. I'd rather do it with the blade. The blade is a lot closer, and I could get it that much close. With the Black Widow razor, as you could tell, I'm able. What I like about this Black Widow razor is very steady, no tingling, no loose. It's just real nice and tight, and the blade goes in perfectly, and it stays steady. With the black matte finish, especially when you deal with shaving cream, it doesn't get dirty, that easy looking. But yeah, definitely, and it expose the blade so you can see what actually you're doing. As you could tell, this shaving cream, after like 2-3 minutes, it dries up, and then you don't have to even put water. You could put water after it, but I don't like to make it too wet, because then it gets too slippery that sometimes it skip. So I like to kind of like dry, and then when it starts really drying, it leaves like a dusty, like a dust, and I use that as a defense line. So notice right here, see, it's taking shape. Notice how I'm trying to shape it, everything, and I'm gonna pass it over and over. What I like about this shaving cream also is that you could pass it over and over, and you will not irritate the skin. Right now, the skin is dried up, and it feels like a face mask. It makes the skin really tight, and so it protect. So you could glide the blade, and it will protect the skin. Definitely, it will protect the surface. Notice I always stretch the the eye under the eye look. That's why you work with two hands. Make sure everywhere where you're gonna be putting the blade, every part, you notice how the hand, my thumb is gonna be right behind the blade. That's very important. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you stretch the skin. Right now, even though the electric shaver is good, this, especially, he has some hairs that are really thick. They ingrowing hairs. To take those ingrowing hairs, definitely I recommend you to do it with the electric. I mean, with a brand new blade and the razor holder, and pass it. Usually pass. You know what I mean? In this occasion, since it's everything nice and really low and pretty much shaved, I'm shaving, from bottom to top. But I recommend you to shave too, from top to bottom and then bottom to top, so it won't irritate. But always stretch the skin, so that way the blade doesn't get stuck in the skin. You know what I mean? Intensive care of the advanced repair. This is to repair if anything that has in the skin. Put a little bit of this cream. It's like aftershave blend. Just put it on. It feels great. It feels soothing, especially after passing the blade. Even though it has the shaving cream that I put, the one, the medicated, which you keep it cool. Putting this is just giving oil, nutriments, and it would definitely maintain and maintain the skin. And these are the things that I show you in barber school, how to give the proper massage and whatnot. Now I have them sit down straight now, and now I'm gonna do final touch-ups, little details here and there. Remember, right here you're gonna see that I put a brand new blade again. Usually go through, I said, about 4 or 5 blades. And it's not because the blades are that bad. It's just I like to make sure the client doesn't, you know what I mean? I feel when a blade, it still has, but if I wanted to client to feel comfortable and not do faces or anything, with a nice brand new blade, will give you that extra nice feeling that he's gonna be okay, and it's not gonna bother him in the skin. So I'm going final touches. The little things make the big things on the haircut. This is before the haircut. This is how it looks. It's a big difference. I'm gonna show you. This is the before the haircut. All right, came like that after 2 weeks, and then boom, this is how it looks. So much cleaner. You know what I mean? Look at that fresh fade, details. There's other barbers that could say, no, I would have done it better. It took you too long, this and that. I don't worry. You could give your opinion, but my final, the only one that matters is him. And if he pays me and he come back, that's who I have to worry and care about. Peace.
Nobody gonna get it for me, no. I gotta get it cause nobody gonna get it for me. I gotta go, get it.